Hey everyone, in today's video I'm going to show you on how to get the ice staff. So the first thing you want to do to get the ice staff is pick up the shovel, because you're going to need it, because in this step you are going to be able to dig the sites, and everything is just going to be much easier as time goes by. Alright guys, so the first part you want to get for your ice staff before you can do anything moving on to get into the next step is to get your disc. There is a disc. The first spawn location is right here. The second spawn location where your disc can be spawned is right here, and the last location where it can spawn is right here. So that's all the spawn locations for your disc for your ice staff. So on to the next step to complete your ice staff on Origins. So the first part where you can find your first part of your staff after you find your disc, and you have it snowing in Origins already. As you can see, we're on round about 4, and usually sometimes it can happen around 3. So you want to go and look around disc sites, and you'll find your piece of your part for your staff. Make sure that you have at least minimal zombies around you. As you can see, I'm actually doing this while a bunch of zombies are in here. So that's the first part that you can find. They all randomize each game you play, so they're not always the same. So just remember that. So let's go on with our second part for our ice staff. So the second part can be found in the middle of the excavation area. There are dig sites around the area you can actually look around, and sometimes there are games you have to wait till around 11 to find a part, because apparently the game is totally bugged that it won't let you see the part. As you see in this game, it did show up for me, so I wasn't really worried about the middle as too much. So yeah, so let's get on with our third part and third location where you can find your last staff part. So the last staff part you can find, if you go to church, you'll find a dig site right here. Usually that is a nuke, but we're gonna grab it either way, because either way it won't really matter. Once you get to church and you can't find any dig sites on the bottom besides that one, you might want to make your way back here to church, and there usually is a dig site back here. There's usually one that spawns right here, but there isn't as in this game. There is one right here, and there we go. We have our third staff part for the ice staff. Now, once you actually do that, I recommend getting your part. I recommend you going into to Icewind and place the gramophone on top of the table. This will make a doorway which you can be able to access. As you can see here, I already pre-done it. Once you actually go in here, there is your stable where you usually place your staff, and once you approach it, a diamond will pop up here, and you can be able to retrieve it. Once you retrieve it, go out of the crazy place, and we'll get on with our next step. Once you actually once you're actually done and grab your diamond, go into the excavation below, Pack-a-Punch, and make sure you go down and ensure that you make a weapon that's going to be your primary, where you're going to be holding your staff. Build the ice staff on this pedestal here. Grab your ice staff and you'll have it present. Just a little tip here, guys. If you're going to create a staff type, make sure you actually set these to all blue. It just helps a lot when you have it all prepared all at once, so you don't have to really do it, and you can have enough time to instantly be able to have them all prepared, so you don't have to do it later. If you don't know how to do this step, I'll have another video on how to do this step when I show you another staff tutorials. But this today we're not gonna do that. So once you actually do craft your ice staff, you need to go make your way back to the crazy place, and you need to put in a puzzle that allows you to do the upgrade steps for the ice staff. Now I'll have a cheat screen on screen right now. You can pause at any moment, and this will allow you to instantly see what these are. So this allows you to instantly see what you want to do. So when you put in the codes here, every time you get them correct, they will flip over. So use that cheat sheet here, and we'll get on with the next step to show you on how to continue upgrading the ice staff. Once you complete the puzzle, as you saw in the cheat sheet, it's pretty simple and it's pretty easy. It's pretty much the easiest one I found on Google. But if you want to, make sure you have a zombie, and make sure if you have Windows wine, throw your Windows wine, because you do not want to kill the last zombie. They can be easily fragile and easily die, so you don't want to do that while you're in mid-game. So the best thing you want to do when you do this other step is make sure you have a gun. You can either do it with a pack-a-punched or unpack-a-punched STG or any kind of wall weapon, or you can do it with an unpack-a-punched Mauser. Make sure that you cannot break these until if you have a pack-a-punch Mauser, to just remember that. So you're gonna find three of these around the map. There's one next to Jug. What you're gonna do is just shoot it with your ice staff, and once it's gonna freeze, and then all you have to do is shoot it. Now we're gonna go on to the next location. The next location is over here. It's right next to where we were before at Jug. Shoot it. It's right next to the excavation, and once it freezes, you need to shoot it again. The last one we're gonna take you to is we're usually on Gen 2. Now you're on Gen 2, you make your way behind this little bunker. Behind this bunker where the mud is where usually the tank goes to. You might want to jump here. There is another one, last one is right here. Freeze it and instantly just shoot it. You should hear a cue when you get it correctly and you do all of it. So that's pretty much all you have to do. And yeah, so once you actually do that, you need to make your way back to excavation, and you need to shoot an orb that's below it. So which I'll show you right about now. Now that you're at excavation, as talked to before, there's an orb that you have to shoot, and this is where this puzzle comes in, where you're gonna have to change the colors around to specify to your staff, such as blues for ice, purples for lightning, orange I believe is for fire, and the yellow is for wind. So once you do get all set up, it should instantly go in, and that means you got it right. Once you got the colors, the little pillars will reset, and you're on to your next step for your staff. I recommend also highly to pack-a-punch your weapon. This way it's because it's just more stronger when you do kill zombies, and it's just going to be a lot of ton of help for you, so you don't run out of ammo. And yeah, so that's basically what you need to do. So you need to make your way back to the wind tunnel, and yes, back to the wind tunnel, because we need to go to the crazy place and do our upgrade step. Once you're here, go into the portal. It will take you into the crazy place. Just remember, we had that zombie earlier. You're gonna have to kill it for this step. Take out your staff and then place it onto this pedestal. And all we need to do for this step is to get kills. And once you get kills, you'll know when it's done by that it will display a icon on your left hand side just for temporarily, and then you'll be able to retrieve your ice staff. So let's get started. Now that your staff is done, you want to make sure that you have no other weapons you want to grab, and make sure that you are now able to grab your upgraded ice staff. To charge it, make sure that you press and hold whatever your button is you use to shoot, and then you can let go, and then it'll instantly do a thunder, almost like a thunderstorm for ice and wind. So that's how basically it is. So once you can also if you want to use it as a revive tool, you just press the right D-pad or your D-pad button, and you can use it as a revive tool to revive your friend in case that that you need it. So just remember, you are limited for them, so you don't want to instantly use them all at once. So just be careful, cautious with that. The ice staff does kill the Panzer within two or three hits. Using it, depending if they're weak already, and that's pretty much it. I hope you guys thought this tutorial was very useful, because it took me forever to make this tutorial, because it is like my fifth time making this tutorial, fifth time I'm recording this, because everything wasn't going to plan, and it was just being frustrating, and that I didn't like. So I hope you guys did enjoy. If you guys thought this tutorial was very simple and easy as possible, don't forget to drop a like, and don't forget to subscribe, and I will see you guys
quickly
next
disappearing.
time. Peace.